Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just got home from work, it's dark, so I'm in the back room. Hopefully the lighting ain't too bad. Got low lighting, got a light out, so fluorescent bulbs, we figure. Wanted to make an update video on the incubator. I got it going. The Farm Innovators. I put a new control board on it. I'm going to show you what I did, what I ordered, what the part is, and what everything is. So, alright. Everybody just tuning in. Farm Innovators Incubator Model 4250. This is what Tractor Supply sells across the U.S. Control board went out of this, and I tried to order one. Called this number, and either that or that number wasn't no good, and I called one offline. Something, but anyway, called them, talked to them. They do not offer the replacement board, which is this. This is what went bad. Don't know which piece, don't care, but it completely quit me. So, can't buy a new one. Garbage. What I ordered is let's see, this is a XHW3001 temperature controller. It only reads in Celsius, but it's not a big deal. Here in the U.S., everything's 99.5. Depending on where you're watching this, you might be used to Celsius anyway, so not a big deal, but it's a good little controller. It was $10 delivered, and I put it on here. It's 110 volt in and 110 volt out, or 115, 120, whatever, but regular household current. And I buck connected it, put it together with splices, heat shrinks, and then taped it again, so you know, triple insulated. It just kicked in. I don't know if you heard the click, but that light comes on when it clicks in. And I've got this set at 35 to kick in and 35.1 to kick out. And it was on its way down, so it'll drop a couple points and then kick back. It'll catch up and then go a couple points over. And I've got a hygrometer thermometer, a round one, to check it with. And I'm not sure if this is a really good one or not, but it's for an aquarium and stuff, so I thought it would be. But I'm going to put another one in the back and double check it with this one to make sure my Fahrenheit and everything's right. It's because it's what I'm used to, but if this works good, I'm going to drill a hole and mount it here, you know, and then we'll have everything we need. But anyways, I'm going to double check it, but this thing is working good. I've got it to where this one is kicking in at 35 Celsius and 35.1 Celsius it kicks out. And that gives me a temperature within 2 degrees. It goes 2 below, catches up, comes up, and kicks out, and then it goes 2 over and comes back down and regulates. And like I said, it's within 2 degrees, so it's pretty good. I'm happy with that, and I think that's fine. I know you're supposed to be within 1, but realistically, I don't think any of them are anyway, but it should be good. And these incubators are good. I like them. They got a good hatch rate. They're well built. It's just, I think, stupid that they don't offer the board. Big company nationwide, you know, they think they're going to make you buy a whole new one, I guess. Well, you know, this is not the 1960s. I mean, we can get online and order stuff like this. I went on eBay and got it. And check eBay or Amazon, you know, sometimes one's cheaper than the other. Go both. I shop both. I don't care. But when I called, it really made me mad because they told me they didn't offer the board, but they offered the forced air kit. And I'm like, well, what good does that do if I ain't got a control board to run it? I didn't get an answer. Imagine that. So, but anyways, even if you don't use this particular one, which, like I said, for the money, I don't think you'll beat it. It's really nice. Make sure you have one that is 110 volt. You got to have that. Because this is the forced air. This little piece here. These ribbons, these coils are 110 volt. Or like I said, 115, 120. Don't bash me in the comments too hard. But AC household current. And you've got a black and a white wire here. It's 110. Doesn't matter how you hook them because AC alternates on that 110. Hot and ground swaps. But this is critical. You got a red and a black wire. And you got to make sure you get these right because this is 12 volt DC. This goes to the little fan that's inside. Get a light. But that little fan is 12 volt DC. And that's those two wires there. And you got to have that. And what I did for that, I've got an old power supply here. Come off something, I don't know. 12 volt, 1500 milliamp. I've got a box full of these in different voltages. Every time I threw something away or scrapped it or whatever, I save those because I do all kinds of projects on this channel and have my whole life and always save them because you always need different stuff, different voltages. But just use something that's 12 volt. I will say, now remember, 1000 milliamp is 1 amp. So 1500 milliamp, that one is 1.5 amps. I would say 2 amp would be about perfect on this, I think, in my opinion, which would be 2000 milliamp. So, but if you don't have it, it's okay. You know, at least get 1 amp, that'll work. So, which would be 1000 milliamp. And just, these are on old, you know, the old house phones, like the Motorola pagers and the walkie-talkies, and there's all kinds of stuff. I think maybe some of the old printers was 12 volt. I don't know. But anyway, you can get them on all kinds of stuff. Just save them. But you got to hook that and that 12 volt. Oops, wrong wire. But that and that 12 volt to the fan. But make sure you get your hot and your ground right. You know, obviously red's hot and black's ground. You got to get that right. And then, like I said, this don't matter. 110 volt, just pick your 2 wires and put them together because it alternates. But DC's direct. You got to have that right or your fan will run backwards and it won't work. So, pretty simple. So, for $10, we got this old girl back in action. And I know there's not an egg turner. Someone's going to say something. I just powered this up to show for the video. So, but it really does work good. Like I said, 35. And the light's on. See if it'll go 35 on. Depending on which side it is pretty quick. It should kick out. It might be on the down side. Yeah, it's going back down. But anyway, it's within 2 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's pretty close. And that thing is working good. I've been watching it and I got it set with that Fahrenheit thermometer, hygrometer. Hopefully it's good. But I'm going to put another one in there to check it to make sure before I put a batch of eggs in it. So, one last look, just so you got it here, right there, XHW3001, temperature controller. Now, these are real easy to set, too. This is your kick in on the left side, hit it once, hit your right, that's your kick out, that 35.1. And if you want to change it, it's real simple. Just hit it, make it show up, and then hold it. But remember where you're at, because it does get squirrely real quick. And then once you get it back, just let it flash. And there you go. Still at 35. I reset it. Now let's go to the kick out. 35 on. Hold it. After you get it there. And you'll get that back. I'll put it back where I had it. 35 on. Whoop. Okay, leave it alone. Let it flash. And it's set. Still at 35.1 at the kick out and at 35 Celsius on the kick in. So, that was how I fixed the Farm Innovators Incubator for $10. That little controller is great for that. So, I hope that helped if you have the same problem. But it's stupid you can't buy the board. I would have liked to have ordered the factory one and kept it nice, neat, and factory, but it don't look bad and it works. It was $10 to fix it. So I'm happy with that. Like I said, that was $10 delivered to my door. So I guess that is it for this video. I'm going to cut it off. Stay tuned because we have more incubator videos coming. And I'm going to custom build one out of a soda cooler with a big clear glass, a great big one. And I also have a wine cooler we're going to put together and make a custom one. So stay tuned for that. And it's also going to be a different temperature controller. I've got one that I'm going to use that I really liked. It's in Fahrenheit and everything, and it's a pretty nice one. It's not that bad. It was like 18 bucks delivered. So anyway, stay tuned for that. So stay tuned for all the upcoming incubators, the hatching videos, the build videos, tractor videos, farm videos, all that stuff. And I'm cutting this video. So if you liked this video and it helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It does help my channel. Gets it out there. Share this video. You know, if someone else got one of these, needs the info. And, you know, subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, don't cost nothing. Hit the bell when you do, and you'll get notified of all the incubator, hatching videos, farm videos. We got a lot more critters on this channel, and tractor stuff and all kinds of stuff. So anyways, I guess that's it for this video. So as always, like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.